Today, I'm taking on the challenge of disarming people with nothing but my charm.
Can I win them over without saying a word? So, let's talk about using charm as a tool for disarming conflict and building rapport. When we think of conflict, we often think of arguments, raised voices, and frustration. But what if I told you there's a way to diffuse even the most tense situations without ever raising your voice? It's all about charm. You know, we've all been in those situations where the atmosphere is thick with tension, and you can just feel the conflict brewing. It might be with a coworker, a family member, or even a stranger on the street. Maybe someone cut you off in traffic, or maybe someone said something that really rubbed you the wrong way. Whatever it is, we've all been there, feeling like we're on the brink of a full-blown argument. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment and lash out, but that usually doesn't end well. Instead, what if we could flip the script and turn that tension into a connection? What if we could disarm them with charm? Think about it. When someone is mad or upset, they're not always thinking clearly. Their emotions are heightened, and they're more likely to react impulsively. But when someone is charming, they're more likely to feel at ease, to relax, and to think more clearly.
And that's exactly what we want. For them to take a deep breath, calm down, and have a rational conversation.
We've all seen it before. That one person who can walk into a room, flash a smile, and instantly win people over. That's not luck, that's skill. And it's a skill that anyone can learn. Let's dive into some of the most effective charm techniques out there. One of the most powerful is active listening. When you really listen to someone, I mean really listen, not just nodding along or waiting for your turn to speak. You're showing them that you value their opinions and care about what they have to say. Another technique is humor. When you can find the humor in a situation, you can instantly diffuse the tension and lighten the mood.
And it's not about being a stand-up comedian. It's about finding the ridiculousness in life and sharing that with others.
Empathy is another big one. When you can put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand where they're coming from, that's when the magic happens. You start to build a connection, and that connection is what turns a hostile situation into a positive interaction. I want to share a story with you that really drives this point home. I was at a coffee shop one morning, and I accidentally bumped into a guy, spilling his coffee all over his shirt. He was furious. I mean, who wouldn't be? But instead of getting defensive or apologizing and running away, I decided to try out some of these charm techniques. I started by actively listening to him, acknowledging how frustrating it must be to have his morning ruined like that. Then I added a dash of humor, making a joke about how clumsy I am and how I must have gotten my morning coffee in a secret ingredient: clumsiness. And finally, I showed empathy, asking him if he was okay and if I could buy him another coffee. What started as a confrontation turned into a laugh and a conversation. We ended up chatting for a while, exchanging stories and phone numbers. It was a total turnaround, all thanks to a little bit of charm. So what's the takeaway here? It's that charm is not just about being likable or popular. It's about using those skills to improve your relationships and build connections with others. It's about being able to navigate even the most difficult situations with ease and confidence. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever used charm to diffuse a difficult situation? Share your story below. And if you want more tips on communication and building stronger relationships, be sure to check out my other videos.